lovelies. Hello, my party people. It has been approximately 3 months since I made a video. And I'm sorry, stuff was happening. Things are happening for everybody. Pluto has been in retrograde until today. And today is the day for a video. So we will be talking about the full moon in Aries, which is coming to culmination tomorrow on Sunday, the 9th, into the 10th-ish. Okay, we're already in Aries as of the last hour or so. The moon is in the first few degrees of Aries. So what does that mean? When the moon culminates vivaciously in Aries, this is a call to leadership. Okay, specifically, especially for light workers. This is a call for you to take a stand in your life, to take power back, Pluto direct. So not only do we have this full moon in Aries, Aries don't take shit from anyone, okay? Aries are initiators, self-starters. They want to get it done. Jupiter is in Aries with this moon, which is going to expand this moon, okay? There will be challenges. However, the energy will be different for everyone. So you may notice things feel lighter, things feel better, because maybe that Pluto retrograde was really negatively affecting your life. Or, I mean, it's never negative, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe really felt very challenged. So that means now that it's coming direct, you would feel lighter. The energy would feel better. Now things can flow. Pluto is representative of the underworld, death, rebirth, transformation, power, personal power. Okay, so the last 5 to 6 months, since April 27th or 29th, Pluto has been retrograde. So this is big that Pluto's coming direct with this moon in Aries. This is about personal power, taking your power back, setting boundaries, recognizing for the last 5 or 6 months, what have you been going over, okay? Because every retrograde is about reassessment. I say that all the time. So Pluto is showing you for the last 5 or 6 months in a different area of your life, probably for everyone watching. So you would need to go, Pluto's in Capricorn, the last degrees of Capricorn, 27 degrees or so, and will be progressing finally into Aquarius later next year. But for now, we're at these last final degrees, and so when you get to the last degree of any sign, it's more powerful, it's stronger, it's more apparent, it's more noticeable in your life. So Pluto is asking you for the last 5 to 6 months, the areas of challenge. These are going to be the hard decisions. These are going to be the things you already know you should be doing. Okay, these are the things like habits that maybe have power over you. Things where you let your guard down for a bit. Maybe you haven't been sticking to that diet. Maybe your relationship is on the fritz and you've been giving away your personal power, not standing up for yourself. Maybe it's in your career. It could be in any area of your life. So what you need to do is look at your birth chart and see where is Capricorn in the very last degrees, okay? Some people like whole house astrology, and some people like Plexus, which I like the most. So that just means we're not going to adjust the chart to whole house individual signs. We're just going to look at it for how it is. So the signs may be split among the houses, which means you may have 7th house, half Aquarius, half Pisces, okay, or whatever it is. You may have one house that has 2 different signs in it, okay, and that does make things more complex. And so a lot of astrologers and readers don't like to do that. They like to use whole house. I like to get as much detail as possible, so I prefer to look at the Plexus. So it's up to you. However, you do want to see where is Capricorn in your birth chart, the last degrees. And that is where you will have been feeling this effect for the last 5 to 6 months. And that's where you're going to be feeling this now. as it comes back direct. This is a portal. Anytime Pluto retrogrades or comes direct, it is a portal of death, basically, and life. You could look at it that way. But there will be noticeable deaths, people leaving the planet. And this is about personal power, right? If you don't have the will to live, you don't have the feeling of being happy here on this planet, Pluto will allow you to leave, basically. So it's never a negative thing. It's always just what your soul chooses, and that's how we need to see it. You will see probably celebrities going. You will see people in your life going, transitioning to the higher spiritual realms, is what I mean. That has been happening all week. Along with that, this full moon in Aries is about taking charge of your life, taking your power back. This full moon in Aries with Jupiter is ultra expanded, okay, because of Jupiter. And Jupiter is in retrograde as well, heading back toward Pisces, and is coming in now to the very early degrees here. So right now, actually, with the moon at about 2 degrees of Aries, Jupiter is there as well. So Jupiter expands everything. Jupiter amplifies that energy, and Jupiter can also bring blessings. So with Aries, it's about creative abilities, new things in your life, pushing forward on things. It's also about the self and the body. A lot of people will be changing maybe their hairstyle, or wanting to change something about their body, okay? Or making those changes happen. Others will be noticing areas of their career that need to shift, and they're making those moves forward. So Pluto is here to say, let's go. Okay, Mercury just came direct about a week and a half ago now, I think. So it wasn't a normal Mercury direct, because the clarity that we were supposed to get during the retrograde wasn't fully ready to go yet. We still had 5 other planets in retrograde. Now that Pluto's coming direct, we will be able to move forward faster. You will get more clarity. Things will happen. If you don't make it happen, Pluto will make it happen. Think of Pluto as the Tower card in tarot. That is where the building shaking, the lightning comes down, people are falling out of this building, the earth splits apart. This is where your life may go through a shock, a period of surprise, where things are happening to you that you didn't really expect, okay? And this could be good or bad, but you'll know based on what you've been working on over the last 5 or 6 months. Let's say it was a relationship issue, okay? Let's say if you met someone at the end of April and you've maybe been talking to them this whole time, you may have been realizing things about the relationship that were teaching you about yourself and your personal power, okay? And now that Pluto is direct, you may break up, or you may realize you want to be with this person forever. It's going to be a shift, okay? And this could be, like I said, career, family, communication. It could be anything dependent on where Pluto is coming back. Also, you want to look at where Aries is in your chart, okay? So wherever the moon is. The moon is very emotional. It also represents the soul, how you feel and who you are in relationships. So when you look at Aries in your chart, that's where the full moon will be with Jupiter as well. So you want to see what house that is. And if anyone ever has any questions about things like this, feel free to email me, please. Any questions about this or your birth chart, or you need to find out where to get your birth chart. It's free online. You just need the time and the date, of course, and the city. And then you can look at your birth chart and you can learn more about yourself, and you can align it with these transits that we're having now. So you can email me at divinefem, F-E-M, healing, at gmail.com, or Sammy, S-A-M-I .infinite46 at gmail.com. Either way, I will get it. And so, where are you gaining your personal power? Where are you needing to stand up for yourself? Where are you taking charge. And this isn't just like with other people. This may just be with yourself. Where do you need to be a little bit harder on yourself? Where do you need to go for it? Where do you need to put all that you have into it? Because now is the time. If you wait, the energy gets harder towards the end of the month and into November. The energy is not good. I'm just going to be real. So now is the time where if you have things to get done, you need to do it now. Don't wait, because the energy will be harder and you won't be able to get things done, and you will feel stuck and you will feel like, why didn't I do that? And this also is in relationships too. It could be you need to get something off your chest, or you need to put an end to something, or you just need firmer boundaries. You need to say no, whatever it is. Pluto teaches you boundaries, okay? To say no, to stand up for yourself, and feed that personal power. Have that sense of empowerment in your daily life and the decisions that you make for yourself, for others, your relationships, your career, whatever it is you're doing. On a side note, you guys know, if you've been watching these videos, that I've been talking about Uranus in Taurus with the North Node, and how this is about value, okay? Our personal value, right? The things that we value. And this is about money and financial systems. And so because Uranus is here with the North Node, we're learning how to change the way we feel about our worth, about the things in our life, tangible Taurus things in our life, and what that means. So Uranus brings those shocks, electrifies things, surprise elements. The things that you least expect would be the things that would come around. So this is a time where everyone needs to be planning for the future. I've been saying this for a long time. Sustainability, growing your own food, having things stocked and being prepared, money, cash on hand, that sort of thing, gold, and whatever you can do to prepare for the future, because this is the same energy repeating itself from World War II. This is, and you can see from the world around us that we're heading into a phase like that. So money is changing, the interest rates are going up, they're going to continue to go up, and we cannot afford it. So we can already not afford housing, food prices are going up. There's only really one way this can go, and it's going to get harder. So now is not the time to put your head in the sand. Now is the time to get serious. Think about your future. Think about the little things you can do to prepare yourself, or the big things you can do. And if this is pressing on your heart, a spiritual guide in some way, then it's meant for you. Some people will get the notion or the intuition to move, things like that, okay? And you'll know if it resonates with you. If you've been thinking for a while, man, I really need to get out of Florida, you know, maybe that's your intuition or your guides telling you something. Same with, maybe I should be buying gold. Maybe I should not be blowing money on things that don't matter. Maybe I should be saving it, or putting it into seeds and things for the future, things that grow food, hydroponic systems and things like that. Okay, that's just a side note, and it's very serious, and I really mean it, especially the talks of war, okay? Anyway, spiritually speaking, we're moving forward. We're doing amazing things, okay? If you feel that you're a light worker and you're here on the planet to help people, then you already know what you should be doing. You're probably already doing it, and kudos to you for doing your job. You're on your mission, and I love it. If you don't know your mission and you want a life purpose reading, feel free to email me, because those are my favorite to do. We encompass your astrology with the tarot, and this helps you grow as a person, helps you learn more about yourself, your mission on this planet, and what you should be doing to have a more fulfilling life. Okay, with all that being said, we're going to do a collective reading, okay, for this weekend, for the full moon in Aries with Pluto coming direct, which is just a whole bunch of energy. I feel great today. Your girl has her moon in Aries, Venus and Jupiter, and this is actually my Jupiter is in alignment right now coming into this moon. So I feel larger than life. I feel expansive. I feel a super high vibe, and I hope you guys feel it too. If not, you may just be feeling pressure. You may be feeling like, oh, I need to make a change, or I need to move forward, or have this urgency to do something, and I don't really know what I should be doing. This is where you need to tap in, okay? Meditate. Listen to your higher consciousness, because the chances are you already know, or you're already getting those kind of vibes from yourself, those kind of intuition hits already. And people like to ignore the signs and then say like, oh, I didn't know, I didn't see the signs, but really you probably already were thinking it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's do a collective read. Feel good? I feel like now is really the time to go hard in whatever it is you're working on. Whatever it is. If it's love, you need to go full-fledged commitment. If it's your career, you need to commit to that, or you need to maybe get a promotion or step it up a notch. If you're working from home, maybe you need to create a new program or write a book or something that brings in a new stream of income. There's so many things we could be doing. And you know, if you have that sort of conviction in your heart, like maybe I should be doing more with my family, or maybe I should be spending less money. Okay, those are the things you need to listen to right now. Go the distance, exactly. Okay, so Spirit always confirms for us, isn't that correct? 47, go the distance. And it has this like cheetah leopard thing. And it looks amazing. So here's the thing. This is not the time to say, I'll do it later. This is not the time to put anything off or half-ass it. This is the time with an Aries full moon where you've already had time to assess with Mercury retrograde, with Pluto retrograde, with all the other planets in retrograde, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune. Mars is about to go retrograde, and that's going to be not easy. Okay, and Mars is in square to Neptune. And I've noticed over the last week or so that there seems to be a split in the collective, as far as 3D collective, of people who are really angry and agitated and want to fight, and people who are lost in the clouds and don't remember where they're going or how to drive, and they're just oblivious to life. It's really weird. I've been seeing it everywhere. I've been hearing it from other people as well. So if you've been noticing this agitation, or you feel agitated in yourself, this is probably an aspect of Mars and Gemini in square to Neptune. So Mars is the aggression. Neptune is the one who is a little bit delusional, a little bit lost in the fantasy or the movie or the things you do to escape, which could be drugs, alcohol, painting, exercise, eating. It could be anything. Watching movies, watching Netflix, anything you do that prevents you from moving forward in your life, or prevents you from really sitting down and getting serious, okay, about what you should be doing. I think I'll watch Dahmer on Netflix, which I've been doing, and it's really good and gross, and don't watch it because it's terrible. So this is the time where you need to go hard, right? But be aware of that Neptune delusion and that Mars aggression. Don't get too upset and angry with people when things don't go your way. This is about your personal individual space. What is it in your world that you need to push forward on? That you've been thinking about, that you already know. Most of you already know what this is. Okay, and Pluto is saying, let's go. It's go time. And it is go time. Go the distance. Like, this is the time to go as hard as you possibly can right now, and it will pay off. It's gonna pay off. Maybe later, maybe next year. But if you sit around and do nothing right now, you're really gonna regret it, because it's gonna get harder for us in the 3D material world. Okay, so you wanna at least feel good spiritually in your energy and how you feel fulfilled in your daily life. And also with the Neptune delusion, you don't want to be going hard as hell into a fantasy realm, you know, or into things that don't really make sense, like maybe a career that's not possible, maybe a relationship that's not possible, maybe just, you know, whatever it is in your life that is the wrong area of focus. You have to use your discernment. These are things you should know. Is this going to help me progress? Is this the best choice? Is this the only choice right now? Probably. It probably is the most apparent thing in your life that you need to be doing, and that's the thing that you need to do. Okay, and we got exchanging gifts. Number 27. So we got 47 and 27. Exchanging gifts. I really like that. Also, I feel with Pluto, sometimes psychic abilities can be amplified as well. And with Jupiter here, with the moon in Aries. So some of you, maybe these are gifts from spirit. Okay, not to say you won't be helping other people. You should always be helping other people. And whatever it is you're working on should not only help you in your individual life, but also others as well, okay? But this, I'm feeling this is kind of like a reward, I feel like going the distance and getting rewarded. Going the distance and getting your blessings. Go as hard as you can and watch these gifts come in for you. That's what it feels like. And also the spiritual gifts being amplified. That's a major part of this. Okay, and Pluto is here to do it. And Jupiter loves to do that as well. That's too many. Anything else for the collective spirit? For the full moon in Aries and Pluto direct. A change in the wind. Of course, there will be great change in people's lives. Shake-ups, breakups, losing your job, finding a new job, moving. Crazy things you never thought would happen will happen at this time. Message in a bottle. Okay? Listen to the signs and synchronicities. See what shows up for you. Blessings will definitely come in to replace those things that are leaving. You have to allow them to leave. You have to allow that space for new things to come in. We have co-create. And we have chaos and conflict, okay? And this is a part of Aries too. Aries is ruled by Mars, so it's that same sort of aggressive energy and chaos when things don't go the way you want. But this is where you stick to your guns and you do what you know is right. Co-creating, this is with spirit, okay? Because you may be finding new partnerships where you need to really buckle down and help someone out. However, I feel mostly like this is co-creating with spirit. This is about creating a new world. We're about to see our world fall away. Shambles. It's been in the process, but it's been so nonchalant and so played out by the media that people don't even realize what's happening. People just assume, oh, it's going to be fine. I'll have this job forever. My money's going to be fine. My savings account will be fine. What happens when you go to the bank to withdraw money and it's not there? Or it's half of what you expected because the value has changed, because interest rates have changed, because the bank says, oh, sorry, you put your money in our bank. I mean, expect the unexpected right now. These are the things happening. Government in shambles, economy, food, supply chains, gas. OPEC just said they're going to stop producing 2 million barrels. 2 million barrels less, which means gas prices are going to go way up because it won't be available. So all the people who work, who drive, who need gas to get to work or whatever they do, that's going to be harder. Life is going to get harder. So now is the time to position yourself the best possible place. Spirit is guiding you. You have to co-create with spirit at this time, okay? Follow your intuition. Follow these little messages that you're getting. Sometimes it could be through a card reader like me, or through your mother, or through a book, or through a video you saw on YouTube. It could be through a friend, just a everyday conversation with your friend. Okay, but this isn't like peachy sunshine, great time. Things are getting harder. The thing that's great right now is we have Pluto behind us and we have this powerful Aries full moon where we can really move forward. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging. But now is the time where you can focus on those things that you've been wanting and really go for it. fight through the conflict, fight through the chaos. Like, put on some blinders and go for what you want, because all this outside noise is going to be there and it's going to get worse. So we need to really find a way now to be able to ignore those things. Those are distractions. The media, every story they tell you, okay? There's going to be more stories that come out where they're going to tell you, you have to do this or you need to change this. And that is all deception. Okay, Neptune in Pisces, Jupiter was there. This is the biggest time of deception we've ever had the last few years. And we know this. We have home, number 44, and slow but steady. Okay, so this is about making progress regardless of how it looks on the outside. Keep moving forward, even if it's slow. And home, some people will be focusing more on their home more now than ever. This is your happy place, finding your comfort. This could be finding your spiritual path, your home, sort of, as in your mission in this life, and finding that comfortable place where you know in your heart, okay, this is what I'm meant to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the most important thing. Tell me about the collective at this time. What is important messages for the collective at this time, Spirit? Home. Okay, along with preparedness for the home, of course, you want to be prepared. But this may be about bettering your home situation. We may be spending a lot more time at home pretty soon because people won't be able to afford to go out, go to the movies, go do things. Travel and spiritual teacher. So some of you may be finding a new spiritual teacher, okay? Some of you may be taking classes or wanting to develop your spiritual abilities, and some of you may be teaching. And then we have travel. Your life purpose involves traveling, perhaps. Traveling doesn't look too good in the future, especially with gas prices, jet fuel, everything going up. It would be a lot more expensive to travel. So this may just be local travel, and you may just feel the need to travel lately, or wanting to get out and kind of create new energy. You know what I mean? Like, if your house has that stagnant energy, you need to open the windows. If you've been stuck at home for a long time, or because of C-19 you were stuck at home, or now you work from home permanently and you just need to get out, maybe go have a getaway soon. Okay, soon, because things are gonna get rough here in the next few weeks into the next couple months. So if you need to travel, I would do it soon. That's all. Let's get a moon card. Spirit, this is for the collective. 28 minutes already. I talk a lot. Show the world the real you, okay? This is full moon in Aquarius. But we know that Aries is very authentic as well. It's important to be authentic. Sometimes what they say can be harsh. Sometimes they don't think and they act very like impatiently, and they'll just say whatever because they're not really thinking of others or thinking about what they want. So this is like embodying more of an authentic self energy, putting yourself out there, going for your dreams. This is for the people who choose a career path they know isn't what they want to be doing, but that's what makes money. You know, and in the back of their mind, they always wanted to paint, or they always wanted to build toy cars or something. And instead they're a doctor because that's what makes money and that's what makes people happy and their parents happy. So same sort of situation. Maybe you're in a relationship because it's good for you financially, or your parents like that person, or you have kids with that person. This is about being you, unapologetically, going for what you want, no one else standing in your way, no side noise, no distractions. You have to choose. you. This is your personal power. Remember that. This weekend, it's major. You will see Pluto affecting people around you. Shakeups. Oh, I lost my job. Oh, I got this great new job. People will be saying so many things. Oh, yeah, we broke up. People who are married for 30 years might break up. You don't know. Crazy stuff can happen. Okay? Maybe you meet the love of your life this weekend. Pluto brings amazing things. You can see them as good or bad. But with this full moon, it is like supercharged Aries power. It's like go. It is go time. If you wait, you will regret it. Whatever it is, whatever topic it is, make sure you check your birth chart. Okay, let's just pull a few more cards. I don't want this video to go too long. I do want to make more videos. And I have been thinking about you guys and making videos. Like every day, I'm like, I need to make a video. I need to make a video. And I just haven't had time, you know? So I'm going to try to dedicate more time again to the channel and making videos for the signs and more astrology videos so you guys can learn more about astrology and how to look at your birth chart and how to read it. Any questions you have will help me with classes and videos. So please write those in the comments below. Things you want to learn more about in the birth chart. Okay, we have rest and rejuvenation. You know what's funny is, I guess because I'm Aries, I feel this so strongly and I want to go. I feel that it's go time. I've heard from several people now that time feels so slow and steady and it feels great and they're resting. So this is a time for some of us who have already done the work maybe, or you know, have already seen the things that they want play out and they're seeing them play out. This may be a time to rest and relax. So this resting, this rejuvenation could also be things are about to get really hard. So enjoy what you have now. Be prepared. Look into stuff. Research for the future and changes you can make. However, we may need to rest up at this time while things are easy. Okay, because it's about to get really hard. The end of this month is crazy. And the beginning of November. So we have an eclipse coming in Scorpio. And that's the South Node. You know, those are the hard things that are supposed to be dying off. The things we're supposed to be letting go of. And if you haven't, that's going to be real hard. Because it may come in full force for you. You know, against your will. And the important thing to remember about that is your personality never chooses. You may think you're in charge. No, your soul is choosing always. And so it's good to take comfort in that, knowing that you're always where you're supposed to be. You're always, always right exactly where you're supposed to be. You're always learning the things you're supposed to be learning, okay? You have a contract that you signed when you came in. And you can take comfort in knowing that everything is always exactly how it's meant to be. And it might be hard, you might be learning stuff, and you know, some people, they really have very difficult, challenging situations. And you signed up for it. I'm sorry. And I mean, it's commendable and it's amazing. And some people choose hard lives or they choose the hard situations. But in the end, you are blessed, your soul grows, and you learn all these life lessons. So it may be time to recharge right now. For me, it feels like go time. Okay, I have a lot of Aries in my chart, so that's up to you. If you have a lot of Aries or a lot of Capricorn in your chart, you will be feeling this more strongly than anyone else. Okay, also with that being said, if you have a lot of fire, period, Leo, Sag, or Earth, Taurus, Virgo, you will be aspected as well. Okay. Third chakra. Solar plexus. Okay. So this is about personal power. Exactly. This is about your will. The strength you have for the things you want. Your gut instinct. The things that push you forward. What makes you you? What makes you say no to something and yes to something? Your personal boundaries. Your will. So this is really amazing. You want to tap into your higher self. You want to make sure you're in alignment with your soul. Like I said, your soul is always choosing. You think you're in control, but you're not, okay? The worst you could do is maybe put yourself off a little bit. You're still going to end up back on the same path, okay? However, you can definitely help your soul out by getting your person, your human body in alignment and going for those things that light you up, those things that you know probably at this point after all these retrogrades, it's like this is the only option for happiness, for a future, for finances. I mean, things are going to start looking kind of dim, you know? So whatever it is that lights you up, that's the thing we need to be going for now. Financial constraints, exactly. Okay, so plan for that. I know it's hard. We've all been very spoiled, all of us, okay? Even if you're homeless, even if you're living in your car, we all have the ability to walk in a grocery store and buy a loaf of bread. You know, that's all I'm going to say about that, because what if you don't have a store? What if there's no bread for months and months and months and months? We just really need to be thinking about life changing in ways we've never seen. If you're watching this channel and you most likely didn't live through World War II, right? So none of us have seen it. We've heard about it. We've read about it. None of us have seen the destruction, the economic tragedy, the effect on families. No one knows what that's like. And this is actually expected to be worse than World War II. So this is not to instill fear. This is to let you know it's time to get serious. It's time to get real. Stop thinking to yourself, this can never happen to me or not in my lifetime. Just because you've never seen it doesn't mean it wouldn't happen, right? Just like the last 3 years, 2.5 years, we never thought we would see that in our lifetime, with the whole world in lockdown, with that great of a change, where everyone is forced to do things, right? And you don't get a say, or if you do, you're crazy. These are times we don't know anything about, and we have to take it step by step, of course, but there are things we can do to prepare, and that's all I'm saying. I don't want anyone to get freaked out. You're always right where you're meant to be. Just remember that, okay? You're always right where you're meant to be, and you can take comfort in knowing that, and your soul protects you, and your soul higher monad protects you, and source creator protects you. So you never need to get worried, and you never need to feel worried if you're prepared. So just don't stick your head in the sand. Don't expect it to, oh, that'll never happen. If you say things like that, the world, the whole world, okay? Financial constraints and the world. Not only does this mean we'll all be affected in some way or another, but this is a lesson. The world card is a card of usually good luck. It's a card that says you did it. It's a card that says it's complete, it's over, it's finished now, and you've learned a lesson, and now you're moving on to the next thing. It's usually a really good card. So if we focus on the changes that we need to make now, and we do them, no matter how hard they are, even if you won't see reward till next year or the next year or 5 years from now, it's so important that we dedicate this time now while we have this energy pushing us forward. This card, I'm getting this somber feeling off of this card. Look at how he's looking at the world. That is our beautiful Gaia. Have you appreciated Gaia lately? Have you sat in nature? Our world is changing. It's been changing, and it's going to change a lot more soon. So We need to be grateful, appreciative, and don't get agitated. Don't get upset with other people. Try to keep your head out of the clouds. Ground yourself daily. This is a way you can ground yourself with Gaia. Transmute that energy. Put it into Gaia. She will transmute for you. Okay? Have positive intentions for yourself every day. Give that negativity into the planet. And you bring light down from above. Okay? I hope you got something out of this message. I plan on doing more videos. Please enjoy this weekend. Please do something. Do something that makes you feel good, that pushes you forward, that gets you more prepared, that makes you feel good in a way that's not hiding, that's not escaping from the real world and from the real work that needs to be done. Shadow work. Actually, let's get a shadow work card for the collective so we can see so we can see what everyone needs to be working on in the collective. General collective, shadow work at this time. So you know something you can be doing along with being grateful. That's really coming through strongly, okay? Being grateful because we are so blessed and spoiled, really. When this comes to a head, and it's going to, because as we saw the last 3 years, more than half the world will bow. More than half the world will do what they're told, if the media tells them to. Fearful, a learned behavior that can be unlearned. Also, a low vibrating feeling that creates limitations for you and future happiness. So this is about working on being fearful. And this is what I mean. I'm not trying to instill any fear at all. If you're prepared, there should be no fear. And it's fine to hear these things and have an awareness about what's coming. That makes you more prepared. That helps you and your family. This is a way to find strength and power in your personal choice, in your ability to stand up and say no, in your ability to draw boundary lines, whether it's with your person, with yourself and addictions, maybe it's with your family, maybe it's with a stranger, maybe it's with your government. You know what I'm saying? This is not the time to bow to anyone. This is when you go hard for God, for Gaia, for your life, for your future, for your children, into the future and what is best for humanity and what's going to help other people and what's going to push you further into your mission and your life purpose. Okay? And these things should be apparent at this time. If not, you need to get into some deep meditation. You need to pray or ask for some sort of sign during this full moon. This is the perfect time for creating more abundance, for creating more opportunity through different rituals and things with the full moon. Okay, you can find those all over the internet. You can find cool rituals, and rituals are not evil, okay? They're amazing, and it depends on your intention. If you have negative intentions going into it, that's what's called a curse or whatever. We don't do that here. We do amazing ceremonies and rituals that are blessings for us and others. And that you go into that with the pure heart and the intention of the creator of light and love, and that's it. And that can only bring you blessings because you're setting the intention, you're giving it to God, to the universe, and you're expecting it in return. And expecting it is a big deal too. And feeling the emotion like you already have it. Feel the emotion like you're already where you want to be, and it will be easier to get there. Okay? Make moves now because you only have a few weeks. Make moves now with this powerful Aries full moon because you only have about 2 days of this full moon energy. Do not be fearful. Fear causes anxiety, insomnia, escapism. We don't want any of that here, okay? Strength and power, strength and power. You are a divine being, and I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.